Hello there, and welcome back to another Thunderous Productions video. I'm the madman behind the mic, Jag Thunder, and this is Minecraft. And what's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Military Airfield. So in the last two episodes, we spent a lot of time going over many different details of how I laid out my airfield, how to start preparing for your airfield, and then, of course, how to lay out the main runways and a lot of the different markings. I also had some other videos that I've done in the past in my Build It Better series that you can use for reference. So I don't spend a lot of time just working on the runways. Alright, so with the runways, as I was saying, I got them all laid out, or the majority of the runways. I still got a lot of parking spots to do yet, especially down the middle of the runways. We'll probably, again, do that off camera and then maybe show an overview of that. It's not really a critical area. It's just going to be a lot of different turnarounds and parking spots for the planes. Mr. Snowblaze asked me if I was going to do anything on the lighting system. Yes, eventually I will. I just haven't got around to doing a lot of different research on the different lighting and taking a real good look at the end of my runways and setting all that up. And of course, we don't have colored lights in Minecraft, so it makes it really shitty. So yeah, eventually I probably will. I just don't know when. So just hang in there, buddy, and we'll get it when we get it. All right, so down here on this end of the runway, let's go ahead and just start digging in. I've got my B-52 sitting on this pad. This is where one of the big hangar bays, I think hangar bay 1, I think is the name on it, or the number on it. That is where this one is going to sit. Now, like I said, my layout is roughly and loosely based off of Anderson Air Force Base. So I'm going to be taking bits and pieces of it, and it's just going to be kind of spattered across my airfield here. So I don't know exactly where everything's going to go yet, but it's definitely not going to be laid out like Anderson Air Force Base. I'm just going to take bits and pieces of it and try to incorporate it into my airfield. So anyways, this is the main pad for the B-52. I think in one of the episodes coming up, I am going to start putting a hangar bay around this thing. So I've already got the pictures for it. It looks really awesome. It doesn't look like the ones you just saw in the background a few minutes ago. And I think that's a fucking chicken under there. It is. No, it's a sheep. And anyways, so yep, Paul Lab asked if this tutorial is coming. Yes, it is coming. There was just a couple things that I was working on that I wasn't really happy with. These wheels up front. I'll probably change them over to bedrock anyways. But it's weird. This is a weird plane because the wheels are in the middle, and these wheels are really big, and the ones on the outside are really small for the balancing on the tips of the wings. So with the wheels down, it kind of looks ugly. It's not a real pretty plane, but the rest of it turned out really good. I'm happy with it. So yeah, I'm sure there will be a tutorial on it. We'll just have to deal with the wheels. Anyways, over here is where I have I guess the main office, or the main admin type building. I went ahead and laid it out with MC Edit to save me time because I am in 1.8 and I don't have any of my fun tools that I had in 1.6.2, and I don't want to backtrack this map into 1.6.2 because it will ruin it. So is what I have done, and I don't remember the exact measurement right now. I can post it on the screen once I put this in post edit. About how long this building is. This was the main building that we looked at in part 1, and we figured out the parking lot that was out front. I went ahead and laid that out and all that good stuff. So I've already got a rough idea of where I want everything. So the next thing that you guys need to do, if you're following along, of course, it's going to be different. It's not going to be exactly like mine, and I'm not going to give you all the measurements because this is a huge build, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time running around just getting a bunch of measurements for you. So just kind of play along with me and try to pick up some techniques and some different things that I'm using. If you like this building, I will try to call out as much as I can, and I'll try to remember while I'm building to do that too. If I forget, I am sorry. At the end of each big build, I will probably give you guys a schematic of that building, so you can put it on your airfields. So anyways, what we're going to do is I'll probably post a picture up over the video right now, and this is what I'm going to be building. You can see this is facing from the back. So back behind this building where that B-52 is, that's what you're looking at in the picture. So I am facing the front side of the building, obviously. So I don't have a front view of that building, but by looking at it, it's probably the same as it is on the back. It looks very, very similar. The only thing right there is the main entrance right in the middle. It has like a canopy type thing over it. And I imagine that is the main entrance on the far left-hand side, which would be the right-hand side looking at this picture. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different bays for your fire department. So that is where we're going to start. So, all right, back here, probably going to build this out of sandstone. So some regular sandstone. I don't think I want to use smooth sandstone. I am sure, like always, we need to use some quartz. Not that. We need some quartz. Some sandstone slabs. It looks like there's brick on the top. So I'll need some brick stairs. Trying to figure out what all I need here. And some sandstone, I can't even say that. Sandstone stairs. And let's see, some quartz stairs. And probably a block of quartz. And that should be enough to kind of get us going. I think is what I laid this out with is wool. And we'll just go ahead and replace the wool. So the side of the building, the main part looks like it's going to be in sandstone. And the only problem is I don't have vehicles. I don't have fire vehicles for an airport. So I am going to have to make them a little bigger than what I probably think I'm going to have to need. So we're just going to take that off. And right here on the very end, and we're not going to leave much room because there's a small building that will go over here, it looks like. Probably a maintenance building of some sort. Maybe some racks and some sleeping areas that go in there. So that is where this is going to go. I didn't lay out for that part of the build. But anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go 7. 7 for each bay looks good, and then 1 in between. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then that one. And again, we've got 5 bays. Do I want to put all 5 bays? Probably, maybe. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And maybe we'll just do 4 bays. So now, that's a long-ass building. I can get all 5 in there. All right, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. All right, so that is the 5 opening bays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to build that up. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think. So I want this a little bit taller than the rest of the building because from the picture, the other part looks smaller. So we're going to build that up by 9. And then same thing here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right, and that's where that's going to be. So the next part going down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'm going to have 2 blocks shorter than the rest of the Firehouse building here. There are some roof elevation changes. I'm not going to do that in this build. That would be just a little bit too complicated to do. I will probably just leave it flat and we'll put some stuff on the top. So anyways, let's go ahead and connect this across. All right, just like that, and then we'll bring these up. And I don't know how long each episode is going to be, guys. I forgot to start my timer, so this one may be longer or it may be shorter. The biggest thing I want to do in this episode is just get started, get the Firehouse building started. And I kind of get it outlined and laid out, just like that. All right, doors. Do we want the doors in white? Probably want the doors in white. I think that would look good. White and maybe red. Looks like red in the picture. Let's do some red and white possibly. Let's get rid of the smooth sandstone because I don't think I'm going to use that. I really don't. And we're going to do the outline of the door. We're going to put one of them down for right now, just so I can see what it's going to look like. And up underneath, just like that, and just like that. All right, now I don't want to do it like my other Firehouse where I've got a full door of glass. I want to do this one different. So I think I'm going to do like a white and then a white. And let's do it again. At least on this side anyways. I want my glass down here, I think. Like that. Fill that up. And finish out with maybe red. What do you think? I think that looks pretty good. And then we'll fill that up with glass. Again, this is just temporary. Just kind of get a look, kind of a feel for the size of the doors that we're going to be using. And I can always go back and change this. Now the doors that I see in that picture are solid. So I'll either change that or I'll leave it. But for now, we're going to leave it. The width of the building, there's one. And let's just go ahead and eat this out and then count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. So I think I made it just a wee bit wider than the original one, or the one in the episode 1 when we were laying everything out. I can't remember. Again, that was just a little bit ago. I've done a lot of videos, and I'm not going to remember everything from all the different videos, especially when I come back and do something like this. Alright, so there's that wall there. We'll get that framed out. The next one coming across here. We'll just bring this over to the other side. Oops. And I don't have my reach. I don't have none of that stuff in this in my 1.8, not yet. So I'm hoping maybe that someday I can get all that together and do that. And again, I'm going to frame this probably and then maybe just fill it in off camera, because otherwise it will be very, very boring watch me filling in walls. That's why I want you guys to leave me questions in the comment section, and I will try to use them and answer them in the video. That will give me something to talk about. I am doing the same thing in my Let's Build suburban, my suburban houses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I will try to do the same thing here. When I get questions, I will 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will use them in this video, and then shout your name out and then answer your question. You know, kind of like I did in the beginning there with Snowblaze. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I guess I probably could just look across, but talking and building. 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops, 7. Shithole, you bastard. Now I'm not sure where I'm at. Was that it? Right there was it. I think that was it. We'll find out on the next one. But anyways, put some questions in the comments, and they'll give me something to talk about. Anyways, that's where I was going with it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then, like I said, I can shout you out in the video and say so-and-so wants to know this, or so-and-so would like to know about that. And it will give me something else to talk about while I am building. And if the shaders becomes too much of an issue or a problem here, because I've got a lot of big trees around here, I get a lot more lag in this particular area. So if it's bad, I will cut it out, but I really want to try to do it in shaders because it looks a lot nicer. So anyways, this is the next part of the building right here. And then let's go on the inside, and we're going to fill this in at least right here for right now. Again, all trim work on the inside can be done at a later time. It's nothing that has to be done right now. Alright, so that is the firehouse, and that has a regular dark roof on it. So let me get rid of the brick for right now, and I'm going to pick up, I think, my cobblestone and cobblestone stairs, I believe. Let's see. I may have to build this up by one more. Let's build this up one more. That way I've got something to set my roof on. So like I can start right here, and I don't lose this trim piece right there. Otherwise I would be down here, and I don't think I want to do that. I really don't. And if I go up here, then I can stick. Actually, I can do this. Let's see. Let's see what that looks like. That's what I want to do. Otherwise, I'm going to be doing this. And that might look good too, upside down. Let's see what that looks like. So again, just play around with the different materials and that's what this is all about. I almost like that one better, I think. That way I still get my trim around the building, and then I can still do the roof. So I think this is what I'm going to do here, and we'll do just a little mock-up. And if you follow my videos, you know that I talk about doing little mock-up areas. You're going to actually see me do that now. So you'll see me practice what I preach. Maybe. Sometimes I just build, and what I get is what I get. But we're going to try this right here. Just like that. I think that looks pretty good. I wish I had a solid color gray, which I do. Which I could use another brick slab. Another brick. Because that cobblestone is kind of eating at me right now. I'm not sure I like that. Let me see what the nether brick looks like. So let's rip this back off. And I may edit out some things just to make the video not quite as bad or boring. I don't know. I think I like that better. The cobblestone looks good, but I think I am going to go with the nether brick. That way it's got a little more. It's not as sharp as the cobblestone. So yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to build this up by 1, and then we can put this roof on it. And again, I will probably speed up this part. What the hell's over here? That was like. You fuck stain. Way too close. And I'm getting a little extra lag here. Again, may turn down my render distance a little bit here in a minute. And it's definitely worse when I look over towards the big trees. So, anyways, alright, so there is part of the roof. And then this is going to get built up again on the inside here by 1. Alright, just like that. I think that looks pretty good. On the far end, on this side, this one is actually, now that I'm noticing it, is built up one more. It looks like a taller door. So, I just noticed that. So right here, we're going to build this up, I think, one more high. So let me rip this back off and skip over this in the video. Alright, there we go. So I went ahead and raised that up by 1, and I'm going to raise the door up by 1 also, again, because this is a taller building right here, or a taller entryway, something like that. And let's move these up. Again, if I don't like this, I'll look at it later and maybe change that out. I'm starting to kind of not like it now that the door is bigger. Maybe. Alright, so we'll just leave that for right now. Again, temporary, just to kind of get some things in. Alright, this part here, we're going to go and start making the roof. Now, it has got a little bit of a curve to it. Again, I don't think I'm going to add that. I'm just going to leave the roof flat. Otherwise, I don't know, I just don't think it will. I don't think it'll work out good. Alright, so let's go ahead and cover this up like that. And that. Oops, oh, you slut. And got another question from Dan Hall. What's your favorite plane? Please enjoy your P.S. Enjoy your content. Sorry, I'm looking over on the other screen. So Dan asked, what is my favorite plane? You know, I don't know if I really have one. I really like the B-52. I've liked that one for quite a long time. But I like all the different fighter jets too. I don't think I really have an actual favorite one though. I like them all. That's why I built a lot of them in tutorial format for you guys. Do I like that? Do I want to turn that? Or do I want to see that edge? I don't want to see that edge. Okay. But anyways, yeah, I don't really have a favorite plane. I like all of them. I think I want to go up. I want to go up by 1. So that's about the easiest, that's about the best way I can answer that question, Dan. Sorry it wasn't very specific. If you was hoping to hear a certain one, I don't have one. All the ones that you see on my channel, those are all my favorite planes. Same thing with the ships. Those are all my favorite ships. That's why I built all those first. And then there's some other ones that I built that were requested. Not that they weren't my favorites. They just weren't on the top of my list to do first, like the F4J Phantom and the F-16 and all the other F-35s and all that good stuff, the F-14s for the carrier. And yes, I'm going to be stumbling on my words, guys. I'm not and I just made it worse. The Let's Plays are something very, very new to me and my channel. So you just kind of have to bear with me a little bit. Usually I just build and then show you guys what I have, and it's usually a lot easier for me. So, especially when I'm doing shit like this here and I try to babble and there's really nothing to babble about. That's why it's good to have some questions and some things to talk about. So I try to think of things while I'm building. If there's something specifically I can teach you about the build, or just in general, just something specific that I know people have asked in the past about me. And I'll probably just finish this off right here. And about 5 more minutes, I think, on this video, and that will be good for this episode. And that's what that's going to look like. Now that I'm seeing that, I'm thinking I'm going to want to fill this in. And the picture, it is it's definitely exposed. It's definitely exposed. What if I just do a little bit? If I make this raised in the middle and just cover everything but one. That way you can see the separation between the two. Or is that just going to look like complete shit? Let's see. Damn it. Probably going to have to cover that up. I'm not going to be able to build that quite like the building. Like that. That looks better. Actually, that looks pretty good. So yeah, we're not going to expose this corner. It's just not going to work. Alright, so let's turn that corner here and take that out and build that back up. There we go. I think I like that. This little piece is kind of funky. What if I trim underneath it one more time? One more time. Oh, then I kind of lose this, don't I? Well, no, that looks alright. That looks good. That gives a little more dimension to the roof anyways. So we'll just trim this out. Oops. I may do something like that anyways. I don't know. Let's see. Alright, so that connects in like that. Looking really, really good. I like it so far. I think I'm going to look at the picture one more time. I may adjust these openings. Might make them too wide. Maybe. Is that going to give me... Should give me enough building left. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, off screen, I'm going to go ahead and finish this roof with the slabs across here and fill that in. And then that will be it for the firehouse. Go ahead and fill in the solid walls. And then in the next episode, we'll continue on down the building. Again, all the detailing work I will finish for at the end of the building. After we get everything laid out, then we'll come back and we'll go through and try to detail a little bit. So anyways, like always, guys, I appreciate you watching. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.